Hello, my name is Stephen Ayre and I'm the Library Service Manager at Eliot Hospital NHS Trust. I'm going to be talking today about the conversation cafes we used at our organisation to help teams get back together after the lockdown. So, the background to this, as with everyone else in the world, March 2020 saw COVID-19 spread, and we decided as education and development teams in our organisation to move to a mixture of home and office working, and that includes the library team as well. After a few months of that, in June 2020, our teams were by then adapting to the new normal, but we need to process what has happened. So how did we do that? We used a methodology called the Conversation Café. We found out about it because Alison Day posted to the KM list, and there's a link to the method of the people who produced it. And the basic idea is you have a group together with 4 rounds, and the first round is 1 minute per person to discuss the topic. Second one is 1 minute per person reflecting back on what they've heard. The third round is 15 to 20 minutes of open conversation reflecting together. And finally, we have 5 to 10 minutes of takeaways. So, what did we do? We've started off with our own library team and our head of education in June. And our topic was, how was lockdown for you? We then repeated that in July. Our topic was, how are you adapting to the new normal? And then in August, we decided to expand it to include the learning and development, apprenticeships and work experience and manual handling teams. And then for that session, we returned to our original topic, how was lockdown for you? So the idea here, we decided to start with our own team because that's where we were. And then we spread it out to include others. And we use Microsoft Teams. So here's an image of us on that, of the library team with our head of education. And as you can see, everyone really enjoyed it, from the smiles. So having done it as a team together, we realised that 1 minute was not enough to share our reflections. Some people had a lot to say, and that was good, because it was good for them to do that, to share that. And it's also good that everyone has a say, because it's important, and we've all got unique experiences and we all want to share them with others. But the result was that limits how scalable the method is to fit into an hour, which is a reasonable amount of time for something like this to go on for. And therefore, as a result, we had to think, when we expanded to our second session, when it was just with the library team, we increased the time to 2 minutes. But then when we expanded it to the wider team, other teams, we had to return back to just 1 minute to share. And I think as well, we can say that teams benefited from sharing their experiences, especially those shielding at home, who felt particularly isolated. So here's some of the feedback we received. So as you can see, it was very helpful. It was one person said it was an opportunity for us to talk openly to each other about how we felt or were coping. Another one, it helped me to see what people in my team had been going through. Yes, I think this would help us to understand what other people were thinking, and to get us to think about other people and what their experiences have been like, and connect with them as a result. One bit of feedback in the session itself, on the bottom left, great to see you all together, lovely screen view. I think just seeing all the people on the screen really helped and made that person feel that they belong as part of the wider team. And finally, it was a surprisingly uplifting experience, really positive to see the faces of the people you work with and to hear their experiences. It's great to know you're all in it together. So again, we saw that quote gives us the idea of just how helpful and uplifting it was, and to see the faces on a tool like Microsoft Teams, hear people's experiences, and then it creates that unity of a team, which was lacking when we were all sent to our own homes to work from home, or some people coming in. So that it helped to foster again, recreate a bit of team unity. So that was our Conversation Café. If you'd like to ask any questions, that is my email. And thank you very much for listening.